How's it going, guys? I love the Beastie Boys. I just read that they're like 47 years old. Like, mind-blowing. My name is Kyle Felter. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've always had this really huge fear of failure. They say the best way to overcome your fears is to face them head on. So I decided to give stand-up comedy a try. So far, it's going great. I feel more and more comfortable with failure every single time I come up on stage. I try really hard to be a good person. Every once in a while, I'll go up to a homeless man and I'll give him some cardboard and a black marker. I could feed him, or I could teach him how to fish. Ladies, if you wear perfume that smells like cake, you're only going to attract fat guys. I don't know how you do it without being hungry all day. Unless you want to attract fat guys, in which case, hit me up after the show. Just vulture around me, and I'll follow the scent of vanilla frosting. Once you give me your safe word, I'll know we're in business. My safe word is hepatitis. Speaking of unwanted sex, has anybody ever been to a Walgreens recently? Walgreens is so expensive, they charge $30 for $25 gift cards. They should have a sign posted on the front door that says, "Please grab your ankles before we ring you up." I have a cat. Donald doesn't know it. She's always throwing up all the time. I think she's bulimic. Like, I come home and there'll be cat fancy magazines hidden around the house. Like, every page she turns makes her feel fatter and uglier. So she has to throw up to deal with the pressures that society gives her. It's working for her. I watch a lot of television. I hate, like, with comedies, though, when they play that laugh track. I have a lot of respect for showrunners who realize the show's not that great, so they put in a really weak laugh track. Yeah, kind of like that. Listen to heavy metal. Notice that heavy metal sounds better after taking a couple Tylenol. They should post like a warning label on crotch duster CD, you know, like, take 2 Tylenol before listening. Not recommended for old people. For best results, play on mute. I want to become a prostitute.
Oh my God.
I'm going to name myself Little Caesar. $5 hot and ready. The name alone will get me laid. I mean, contracted. There was a huge lottery recently. I don't know if you guys saw, like $600 million. Kind of disappointed I didn't win. They say there's a story that came out that said that the lottery winner wants to keep their identity a secret. I think it's Mark Zuckerberg. I think him and Facebook bought every possible lottery ticket, and then just they don't want anyone else to have any fun. I play this really nerdy game called Magic the Gathering. I play Magic competitively, which is the exact opposite of having sex recreationally. A lot of Magic players think they're really smart, so they come up with their own little lingo that I want to share with you guys. The first one is non-zero. They use it to describe something that has a very small chance of happening, but pompously point out it could still happen. I'll use it in a sentence for you. There's a non-zero chance that the girl who works at Toro will go out with me. There's another one that's called tilt. Tilt's actually borrowed or stolen from poker because Magic players want to be poker players. Poker is for people who are both cool and smart. Magic players much rather be making millions of dollars than summoning dragons. Tilt is when you lose a game and you get so upset that you behave irrationally. For example, I lost that game of Magic and I went so on tilt that I didn't even say hi to my mom when I got home. I went straight to the basement. You write these jokes and you forget that they're funny when you say them. It's awesome to hear you guys laughing. I'm buying time till I remember my next part. Sorry, guys, one sec. I also spend a lot of time online. There's this acronym out there that's NSFW, stands for Not Safe for Work. People will post like dirty pictures and videos online with the caveat that they're not safe for work. What's not safe for work is looking at pictures and videos while you're working. Like, your boss isn't going to be happy whether or not you're looking at, dead pigeons or Olivia Wilde's boobs. So what I do is I read NSFW as not safe for wife. Better wait till the wife goes to bed before I look at that video. People don't realize that they have like a digital persona when they're like using Facebook chat or Twitter or texting even. So they don't really pay attention to how they type things out. So a lot of times people want to write out their words, draw out their words, and they draw out the wrong letter to type over and over and over again. So they'll be like, Hannah Montana's on. Yay! And draw out the A. Further, while we're at it, let's make sure that we're always using the right version of your. Y-O-U-R is possessive. I'm tired of trying to figure out what exactly a gay is and what you want me to do with mine. These same assholes are probably the same people that can't be outside for 45 seconds without spitting on the sidewalk. These professional beer pong fans think that their saliva would be better suited on the bottom of my shoe. You don't need to spit every 30 seconds. There's a reason why you salivate. You salivate naturally when you see something you want to put in your mouth, like an entire bottle of Ambien. The only time you should ever spit is when you have something in your mouth that you do not want to swallow, like the antidote to a poison. You get what I'm saying? You guys are rapists of societal standards. You walk around all day. If you have to go, you don't need to spit. You sound like you're choking on the barrel of a loaded gun. You think Mark Zuckerberg's walking around all day? No, he's playing Magic. This stand-up is my last shot at working for myself. I tried opening up my own business, but it failed. I opened up a used sex toy shop. We were actually doing really well for a while because the edible panties were so popular. But then we got shut down because someone got AIDS. Does anyone know a good doctor? I have this really bad case of AIDS. I'm Kyle Felter, everyone. Thanks a lot.